Hey, what's up everybody? This is Darwin, and in this video I'm going to pretty much be going over a part 2 of last week's video. I posted, I believe, on the 26th of June, and none of this had happened yet, but we had one signal, and I'm going to be reviewing that and going over where I think CAD can continue to head down to. Excuse me. So let's go into the daily. Now, at the start of last week, we're at this point right here where that daily candle had printed. And I know this site is completely different from what I used last week. This is actually TradingView. You actually use this site for free. And yeah, just create a site, create an email. Go to the site, create an email and a password, and you can actually analyze. I think it looks better overall when it comes to doing your technicals. But again, when it comes to me live trading and trading in action, I like using the actual MetaTrader 4 platform just because price is more precise. But back into this. Last week we had ended with the daily candle right here with this long wick to the top. So that said a lot. If we zoom out, we can see that we had a nice little trend line off these two touches right here. Go ahead and highlight 2 points, our point A, our point B. Drag the line into the future. When we do that, we notice that that wick had touched that top of the trend line. So automatically that sent off an alarm for me, and from there it was pretty much a waiting game. I had posted on my Facebook a few entries that I did. So immediately, if you took this trade in the beginning of the week, a person could have got faked out completely, because after this I'm gonna go into an H4. Price started to trend upwards. All right. After that candle, price started trending upwards, which, confused a lot of people, because within trending upwards, you could take a trend line like this, like so. Now, this is price bouncing up, 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 creating higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and pushing up, up, up each time. But one thing you got to keep in mind is this long wick area right here that printed at the end of last week, which let us know that buyers could not hold. They could not maintain up in this area. Let me change this red. They could not maintain up in this area. So from that point, we're like, okay, that area is a strong area, strong indication, strong turnaround point. Look how strong this rejection was. This rejection was literally 50 pips. A 50 pip rejection. That says a lot. So you know what you're looking for automatically at the start of the week, even though all of this is a fake out. One thing that you can help yourself doing when it comes to trading is draw trend lines. Once you can identify a solid level of trend line, reason I drew it here, again, you have to have 2 points and drag it into the future. Point A, point B. I use this as my point B, this other wick, and I dragged it into the future. It touched a lot of these wicks in this area. So notice one thing. Once price finally, I believe news happened here too, so it wicked up, took a lot of people out. I had a wick entry right here. It was a small order, but I got in at the very top, and I pretty much wrote it down. I think it was like 180 pips. And getting in there, and then this right here was a confirmation. Once you see this area break, this trend line area get broken with a candle forming over it like that, that was an indication that price is ready to finally switch directions, leaving us another clue with this nice double top. One wick towards the top, a second wick towards the top, formed a perfect double top. Now I know that's not the average double top that you're used to looking at, but when it comes to trading, you got to keep your mind wide open, because anything can happen. Anything can form differently from before. Nothing will ever truly be the same. So breaking this thing down into an H1 time frame, we start to see the market finally start to trend. I usually trade completely naked like this, no tools or extra thing. And the only thing I may have is like a EMA or SMA, and that's just at times. But once I know what's going on, I'm seriously just looking for lower high points. So once you see price here, you see it comes up and does a nice little retest, giving you another opportunity to get in right at this area. Go ahead and write it down. And a lot of times when it comes to measuring moves, or trying to figure out how long you should ride a trade or anything like that, if you're intraday trading like most traders do, this is a double top, right? This is the neckline of the double top. You can take a line, a trend line over here, the second toolbar down, trend line right there. If you never use this platform, draw straight up. Take it and measure it straight down. It went beyond that, but these are the pips that you could have locked in guaranteed. But I mean, if it goes beyond it, that's just even better for you. And then you see clearly at that area had no true level of structure. Now, knowing what price can go overall, we can zoom out into the daily time frame. Once we zoom out into the daily time frame, we want to go from the last higher low point, which is right here, push to the high, the fibs. And you notice this is where price turned around. This is where it gave you a double top. Now we have clearly blasted through 23.6 retracement level, which says a lot. So knowing that we blasted through 23.6, we know that our next area would be 38.2. Excuse the wind, it's pretty windy outside right now. But our next area would be 38.2. If price can break that area, we're looking at 50%. If price can break there, then we're looking at 61.8% area. Now, a couple other things you could do. You could take a trend line from here, using that as point A. This is point B. Drag into the future, and you also have like a nice channel that you could possibly be trading out of. So you got to keep all things in mind. As you guys see, you have a nice strong push down. And then right here was just all of this is just a counter. It's a rising, ascending wedge in a downtrend. Usually results in a downward push. My overall targets for this trade are, of course, these fib levels, but long term, down into these areas here. As you see, prices keeps pushing lower and lower each time. So next thing I'm looking for is a lower low. I have a channel drawn right here. You know what I'm saying? This 2 points, prices keep bouncing from starting here, created a lower low, create a lower high, push down, lower low. Is this your next lower high? You know, this thing you got to keep in mind. If that's the case, and if it's still trending, we'll be looking for a lower low area. So that's pretty much all I got for CAD as of right now. And this is long term, guys. This is on the daily time frame. It could take a few days, it could take a few weeks to get to these areas. So keep that in mind. Nothing is going to happen just at the snap of the fingers. And keep in mind it also is trending up at the same time. So ideally, this is our last higher low. If price can come and truly break this 100%, we'll be going down. So we'll just keep on watching it, see how things play out. Guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, as I'll be doing these videos weekly. Different pairs at different times, right? CAD is like a hot pair for me right now. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. I will be doing these at least once or twice every week or two. So subscribe. See you guys on the other side. Peace.